Hi, my name is Dana Lee Curry Woodmega of Houston, Texas. I'm a freedom and liberation coach. I'm certified in spirituality, health, and healing. I'm certified in Master of Energy Healing, and I'm a licensed hairstylist of 22 years. I have an announcement to make. It is for somebody in an organization in China or Asia, possibly the OSHA, possibly Research Development Department, possible name Kokusai, and president is Hiroshi Matsumoto. It's about spiritual energy. I'm not sure if any of you have heard of siphoning, spiritual siphoning. It is a sort of like a spiritual trafficking. You've heard of human trafficking. This is a spiritual trafficking ring. These are very educated allegations and experienced. I know what I'm talking about, but I need to contact them right now because it has something to do with some technology development firm, some sort of 8-axis vibrating testing machine. If you've heard of spiritual eggs, okay, physical bodies, women carry physical eggs generation to generation, billions and billions of eggs are carried. So if somebody took all the eggs from a woman's ovaries, then she literally would not have any future generations, as well as they hold like all of humanity, okay? Because there are billions. Like from the beginning of time, women hold these eggs and they carry and they pass them down to their children, to their daughters. Okay, the same ones. So what was carried by my mother and grandmother and her grandmother is carried by me too, and my daughters. So the same thing with spiritual eggs, except for spiritual eggs are the spiritual selves, the spiritual bodies. So we have our physical body and we have the spiritual body, which is on the same plane and the same place, but you just can't see the spiritual one. If I did not have my spiritual body, then basically that my very hope for a continued existence wouldn't be there anymore. John 3:16, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall have everlasting life. Siphoning spiritual eggs completely cancels out that hope that everyone has for a continued existence. So they have started with, they've been doing it to me.
You're hungry to get something.
And so, spiritual us, if they have these innovations for technology, if you've read anything about the news, China is in some sort of race to get to space and to test substances for fuel and things like that. They're just looking to get to number one. Okay, they found some stuff on the moon recently. I know what it is. They're looking for something on a moon that Jupiter has. I know what it is. I know what they're finding, and I know how they got it there, so that they could get money for fuel from spiritual energy, is what it is. So if they start with one person and they find that substance and that chemical and that element that they have these detectors where they start to detect it in the atmosphere all around the world, globally. So when they detect it in the atmosphere, I looked at a map and it is all around where all humans are. And also trees and all living beings have it. The soul literally holds connections with everyone in the universe. The soul is a very vital part of not only human existence, but living beings' existence. But what happens to one person's soul and spiritual eggs happens to others as well, because we're all connected. So, like I said, this is a very serious matter. Um, so, something about they were turning them into bots. So, the spiritual eggs, if you got a spiritual egg and you took, let's say, a family of with Jesus Christ, a family with the president of the United States or somebody else, right? And you take these eggs out, and then so you take out the origin of their existence. That's what it's doing when you do that. When they're doing that, it's taking out the origin of all of our existence. Therefore, if this continued, then we wouldn't have any spiritual energy at all. Spiritual energy is not universally owned, it is owned by Yahweh. And when a person has a soul, that is their soul. And when a person has spiritual eggs, that is theirs. That is their spirit and that is their soul. It is not to be used for jet fuel or see who can get to the moon faster or see who can power vehicles or see faster or see who can find the element that they need to make a robot. Now, which is more important to you? The convenience of having a robot cook your dinner and tell you what day it is? Or the hope to continue living after this? Which is more important to you? I know it's more important to me. And I'm not sure China is seeing that like that. Um, so if somebody could get a hold of them, I am making direct allegations. However, they're not allegations completely because these are the people that I need information from, and I need them to be alerted. I need them to be alerted of my message right now. Anybody who can direct me to that. And if you are seeing and hearing how serious of a situation this is, please, if you could share this video. I need you to share it. Not only you, I need you to share it, but the rest of the universe needs you to share it. A spiritual energy also, I have connections with all over the place. And so taking out any spiritual energy and soul, it also reflects or it also affects the rest of the universe, stars, planets, the chakric system. If you mess up one person's chakric system, it also messes with Earth's chakric system. I don't know if you know, if you've realized, but we've had a lot of volcanoes in recent times. And if you mess with one person's chakric system, those that came after me and those like that, I helped get in touch with their soul and their spirituality. It makes me sort of a spiritual mother, and it messes with theirs as well because we're all connected. So when you mess with one person's, it's also messing with Earth's because our chakric system is derived from Earth. And that's what happened. That's why the volcanoes were happening. But I prayed against it with full faith, and it got better. But now I'm needing us to join together and pray for China to stop doing this, and Asia and everywhere else, that they may be siphoning spiritual energy from people because they're stealing from their own futures as well. And so I would like for us as humans and for the universe to continue existing as spiritual beings and for them to return